Hello again and welcome back. We are here for something much more in my wheelhouse, which is the DC Comics deck building game for the Solo Crisis League. Solo Crisis League being, of course, the competitive way of playing a co-op game, because why not? We are playing Round 5, which is the final round of Season 2. Round 5 is repeating the last round of Teen Titans plus Crisis 2. It was by far the most popular of all my players, so that's what we're doing for Round 5. My hero I've chosen this week is Indigo-1. Indigo-1, the first time you play a red-colored card during your turn, draw a card. The first time you play a blue-colored card during your turn, +1 power. So what's that mean? Basically, if I play a villain, I get to draw a card. If I play a hero, I get +1 power. Either way, that's a good thing. Now, I kind of bottleneck myself a little bit because, A, there's less interaction with villain cards in Crisis mode. Additionally, you can't play any villains against the final villain in the game. But I think the ability is going to help me enough along the way to justify that particular hiccup. And we're going to play, and we're going to find out. Additionally, we are still in Season 2. It's the last round of Season 2, so we got 3 attempts this week at it, this being the first. In Season 2, we have 2 Crisis cards shuffled into this main deck. What's that mean? It means that they can show up at any time, and I could have 1, 2, 3 Crisis cards out here before I even get to Vandal Savage. So we're going to see how that goes. So, Immortal Villain is our first Crisis, and it reads, when a non-villain card with cost 6 or greater enters the lineup, destroy it and replace it. That can be pretty bad. You can lose some really good cards really early in the game if you don't get rid of Immortal Villain fast. Now, to get rid of it, first off, there can be no villains in the lineup. Additionally, you have to discard +5 power worth of cards from hand. That's not hard. You can honestly do that in the first turn if you're very lucky. Vandal Savage. Stack ongoing abilities. When a card with an attack leaves the lineup, resolve its attack against each player. Now, that's not just villains with an attack. That's any card with an attack. So that's probably going to happen. Let's find out. So we're going to fill up the lineup for the beginning of the game. Got Hawk and Dove. Hive. Hawk and Dove again. That's a good thing to have 2 of. Ooh, Tim Drake is destroyed because he costs too much. Plasmus. And Mad Mod. Okay. I would have rather had some better cards out here, but we'll make it happen. 2, 3, 4, 5 for my first hand of the game. Let's get on this. We have, there we go, 5 punches. If I had no villains right now, I could defeat Immortal Villain right away, which would be ideal. But we don't live in that universe right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With 5, we're going to buy one of these Hawk and Doves, and we're going to get rid of this Hive Agent. Get a new card out here. Colony Suit. Well, we know what this is going to be. Why do we know? Because we know what our starting hands are. And that's 3 vulnerabilities in there, so that's only 2 power. 2 power is enough to buy Colony Suit at least. We bought something. Got something here. New card coming out. Oh, Reach Scarab is destroyed. That is unfortunate. That is a very... Oh, Corrupted Companion. We are off to a terrible start. Gotta get a new card out here for what was Corrupted Companion. A random player places a random unused supervillain in front of him. Resolve its attack against each player, including you. Ongoing, at the start of your turn, that player's resolve its first appearance attack against each other player. I think for solo play, that means just against me. Yikes. Okay, that's going to be pretty ugly. So let's figure out what that villain's going to be. It's going to be... Oh man, Black Lantern Superman. I might lose this one just on principle. First appearance attack. Each player gains 2 weaknesses. Each player with a superpower in his discard pile gains an additional weakness. Well, I don't have a discard pile, so that's just 2 weaknesses. Yikes. This is going to be hard. 1, 2, 3 power for this turn. We should probably just get a kick. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get a kick. Oh, that's destroyed because of Immortal Villain. And there we go. There's a new one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Black Lantern is going to attack every turn. Oh, there is a superpower in my discard pile, which means I'm going to gain 3 weaknesses. Ouch. That's 5 weaknesses already. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6, because I've got 2 copies of Punch out here. With 6, we're going to buy an Nth Metal Mace. And, oh, I also get, sorry, it's actually 7. because I played a hero, so that's 7. With 7, we'll buy another Hawk and Dove, and we're going to say goodbye to Mad Mod, who doesn't have an attack, right? Oh, he does. Let's get rid of Plasmus. He doesn't have an attack. Time to shuffle this discard pile, which is going to be weakness heavy for quite a while. Possession is destroyed because of Immortal Villain. Get Molecular Vibration out here. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this. That Black Lantern Superman attacking me every turn is going to be bad. There's no way around that. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, obviously I don't have any defense cards. It's way too early, so that's going to be 2 weaknesses for me. I can't even use Hawk and Dove's ability because I've got all this other garbage going on. That's too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4 power total. 4 power total. I want to get stronger cards, but I want to get rid of these. I'm going to get Nth Metal Mace. The reason I'm going for Nth Metal Mace instead of getting rid of a villain is it's going to get more heroes into my hand faster. And heroes into my hand means +1 power for me. In fact, I should factor that in this time. So I'm actually at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. Anything better I can do? No, that's still the best thing I can do, I think. I think, at least. Here we go. Ravager. Gonna need that to destroy some of these weaknesses. All of these weaknesses. I don't have any superpowers in my discard, so that's just 2 weaknesses this turn from Black Lantern Superman. Yeah, Ravager's right there. That's a destruction card I need. Hopefully that helps. Alright, well luckily these weaknesses are going to contribute to Hawk and Dove's ability. So that's 2, and then 2 weaknesses makes that 3, plus Indigo makes that 4. So 4 from Hawk and Dove is pretty good. 5, 6 with a kick and another weakness. Well, we need Ravager. And I think what we're going to do is just get rid of Mad Mod. Ooh, no, we're going to get a Molecular Vibration. Reason being is I have that card that gets a bonus if I discard an ongoing card. So an ongoing card that I can use for that bonus or to just draw a card is going to be helpful in taking down Black Lantern Superman fast. New card coming out. Speed Force. Destroyed. Man, that's brutal. These are a lot of really good cards getting destroyed. 2, 3, 4, 5. And a lot of really bad cards sticking around for a while. I believe there is a superpower. Yep, so that means that's 3 weaknesses for me. I might just clear out this weakness stack any second now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3 power, a weakness and a vulnerability. 3 power at least gets rid of Mad Mod here. He has an attack, though. You may discard blah, blah, blah. Each foe gains a weakness. Why not? Why not? Give me 4 weaknesses this turn. I can take it. Oh, my God. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is brutal. Fortunately, I don't have a discard pile, so we'll just gain 2 weaknesses this turn. Just 2 more weaknesses. Why not? Hopefully Ravager comes up fast and we can start just destroying these things. But I'm still going to gain them faster than she can destroy them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yikes. 1, 2, 3 power. I can afford a kick, but if I buy that kick, I'll have a superpower in my discard pile, giving me an extra weakness next turn. I need the power. I need to, or I'm never going to get rid of this. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. What the heck? Let's just run out of weaknesses right off the bat. Shapeshift, that's going to help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh, put this Molecular Vibration out here at least. Alright, that's 1, 2 power with Indigo. And I can destroy a card in my hand or discard pile. Let's destroy this weakness. So I only got 1, 2 power total. That's enough to buy Shapeshift at least. But we are going to gain 3 weaknesses, which are the last 3 weaknesses. So that's all 20 weaknesses in my discard pile here. Well, and my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, Hawk and Dove being wasted. Let's try this. Nth Metal Mace. Look at the top card. If it's a hero, I draw it. Otherwise, I may discard it. We're going to discard this weakness. Who knew? So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a vulnerability. Let's go ahead. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for being a hero. We're going to go ahead and play Molecular Vibration to draw another card. 9, and since I have 2 copies of Punch, that's another one for 10. Did not get the 13 I wanted, but I got 10. And with 10, we're going to get Aqualad. And we're going to get rid of Match. Does he have an attack? Gain control of an ongoing card that foe controls at the end of the turn. Return each one still. I don't have an ongoing card in play because I got rid of Molecular Vibration this turn. So that's progress. I'll take progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is terrible. Luckily, we have 2 weaknesses to play. And then Hawk and Dove. Yeah, right? So, Hawk and Dove is going to get us 2, 3, an additional 1 for 4 from Indigo. And that can at least buy Star Sapphire. So it's not a total loss. Star Sapphire is an okay card. And, oh, I am just never going to get rid of these villains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 power this turn. All right, thank you. Next turn. Another villain at 7 cost. This is going to destroy me. We have to build up something here. We gotta get Ravager coming out more. We have to destroy these weaknesses. These are just all things I'm thinking right now. And these villains have to go, or we're never going to get rid of Immortal Villain, and we're never going to get rid of Corrupted Companion. Okay. Look at the size of this deck already. This is way too early for this size of a deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 power. Can afford nothing with that. Yikes. Yikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do we got? We can at least put Aqualad out. And since it's a hero I played, that is +1. And then 2 from this punch. That's still just 2 power. New card coming out. I'm going to fill this up real quick. Oh, buy Silent Armor. That's destroyed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that Titan's Memorial is going to be useful. When we get to the destruction phase. Alright, here we go. Hawk and Dove is... Sorry, we'll do this in the right order just so things don't get wonky. 1, 2 power. Hawk and Dove, 3, 4, 5, 6 from Indigo. 7, and I can get rid of Aqualad to get to 9. Do I want to yet? Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to give Aquaman so we can get to 9. And we're going to use that 9 to do something useful, right? That's the idea. Let's get Titan's Memorial. And the reason for getting Titan's Memorial is to make Ravager a little more powerful. And we'll get rid of Mammoth with our other card. With our other 5 remaining power. Yeah, that's all we're going to do. I could have gotten rid of some stronger villains here. But I need to make my deck a little bit stronger, or it's just not going to happen. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh. Well, Hawk and Dove's well off here. 2 weaknesses plus Hawk and Dove gets us 1, 2, 3, 4 power. 4 power is going to get rid of either Black Lantern, Aquaman. Let's just get rid of Black Lantern, Aquaman. Let's do that. So, each player puts 2 cards of cost 0 from his discard pile on the bottom of his deck. Well, luckily, some of my strongest cards are zeros. These punches. Haven't had Ravager come up yet, but my deck is huge, so I'm not surprised. Indigo Tribe destroyed. Man, I'm going to have to do something to get these cards back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Or this is going to be a pretty heavy loss. Alright, let's try this. Nth Metal Mace, is that a hero? It is not. We will discard it. So that's 2, 3/4, put an equipment from a player's discard pile on top of his deck. I had to have something useful here. Colony Suit, I think, is my only equipment. I'll take it. It's better than weakness. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6 power total. 6. Can't get rid of any of the villains, but we can get Anthemital Mace and Solstice, which hopefully will work together. Still have all 20 weaknesses because I haven't been able to destroy any yet. I destroyed one and got it back the very next turn. Alright, here we go. What do we got here? Molecular Vibration, you're going out. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now in a weakness. So I can either discard Molecular Vibration to get to 6 power, or I could discard Molecular Vibration to draw another card. What are we at right now? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to discard Molecular Vibration for the 2 power, because this could be a weakness, and I could do nothing with 4 power. But at least now we get 6 power, so we can do something, like buy Azarath, Metreon, Zinthos. Help me. Help me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What do we got? Ravager, time to do something. 1, and you know what? Instead of destroying a weakness, what I'm going to do is destroy a vulnerability in my discard pile. The reason for this is if I destroy a weakness, it's just coming right back to my hand next turn. If I do this, that's a little better off. A little. So that's 1, 2 power, 3, 4. With that 4 power, we're going to get another Molecular Vibration. Two, 3, 4, 5. Another villain. Oh, this does not want me to win today. So 1, this card is all card types and is also a hero, villain, and equipment. So since it's a hero, that's 1, 2 power, and I can draw a card since it's a villain. Ooh, isn't that nice? Nice weakness vulnerability combo. So at least I got 2 power. I'll take that. That'll take me far. New card coming out. Shuffle up this discard pile, which is 1 vulnerability shorter. Just the 1. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's some heroes in here. That's good. We'll play Aqualad, getting us 1 power. 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's not going to get rid of anything, but it will give me Crystal Shield. And I'll take Crystal Shield. New card coming out. I am certain, absolutely certain, this other Crisis is going to come out well before I beat Corrupted Companion. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's not a doubt in my mind. Alright, let's put Molecular Vibration down. That is 1 power. And I can basically stack the deck to get Crystal Shield on top for the next turn. But there might be some better cards coming up. Oh, I know what we'll do. We'll do Crystal Shield on top of my deck. And I'll play Molecular Vibration to draw the card. So that's 2 power and draw a card. 3, 4 with these weaknesses, that's 5. And that's my first hero this turn, so that's 6 power. I'm glad I took that chance. I'm very glad I took that chance. I gotta get rid of Black Lantern Batman. He has an attack that says each foe gains a weakness. Each who has an equipment in his discard pile gains an additional weakness. That is not happening to me. I don't have weaknesses to gain. New card coming out. Hey, a card I can afford. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not a card I want, though, so that's the problem there. Ugh, Solstice is ruined without a superpower, so that's only 1, 2, 3 with Indigo, 4 with this punch. With that 4, we can buy Scrimastix. New card coming out. Another villain. I swear I shuffle this. Doesn't feel that way right now. That's only 4 cards. 1 power total. I guess we'll buy Birdarang. Do we want it? No, because he's absolutely worthless half the time. Oh, that's destroyed. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How we doing? 3 power and a couple weaknesses. We're going to get magic bracers because who couldn't use... Or actually, no, I need the defense card just in case I do manage to get to the point where I get rid of some weaknesses. I want to be able to defend myself against Black Lantern Superman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we'll play 2 weaknesses. We'll play Shapeshift. That's 1, 2, and draw a card. 3, 4, and 5. And then 6 total. I guess we'll get Demonic Influence. No, we won't. I'd rather get rid of Gizmo. And I'll buy a kick. Need some things that give me 2 power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Come on, Nth Metal. Is this a hero? It's not. We can discard it. Ravager. 1. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4 power, and I can destroy a card. Oh, wait, that's only if I control an ongoing card. I don't control an ongoing card. That's not going to happen this turn. 1, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you a hero? You're not, and I'm leaving you there. So 6 power, 2 weaknesses. Oh, let's get Cassie Sandmark. New card coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, we know one card in here is Titan's Memorial. Then we got Molecular Vibration. What's this one? Ongoing Azarath Metreon Zinthos. You may discard this card from play. If you do, put a card of cost 4 or less from your discard pile into your hand. Okay, that could be useful. So we are at, I'm just going to make some space here real quick. We're at 2 power this turn. And I'm just kind of trying to decide if I want to use any of these abilities. So, each equipment, I don't have any equipment. Could destroy some cards. Ooh, do I have, no, I don't have anything for Hawk and Dove. Nothing that would help me at least. Okay, that's what we'll do. We're going to spend Azeroth Metreon Zinthos to draw Ravager from my discard pile, okay? Then we'll play Ravager, and since it's a hero, I'm now at 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can destroy a card. We're going to destroy a vulnerability, not a weakness, for the same reason as earlier, so that we don't have to get that weakness right back. So that's 4. Now, since I destroyed a card, I get to draw a card. It's a weakness. And then I'll just take a chance at that 4 power. I've already gone so far. We're going to discard Molecular Vibration to draw another card. And it's a weakness. Well, at least it's not in my next hand. I'm going to look on the bright side there. With that 4 power, we'll buy another kick. And a new card will come out. Oh, destroyed. New card coming out. Miss Martian is going to help me here. Miss Martian's going to save me from these weakness-laden hands. I'm going to have a terrible score in this round. This is just kicking me to the curb. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what happens. Well, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is pretty good. 6 seems to be what my deck is maxing out at right now. I need 7, 8, 13. It's not ideal. So 6. Garfield Logan, because he can change the card type of items, the card type of cards. That means I can change a card to a villain to make it so I draw a card. So I could change a weakness to a villain and draw a card. That's going to help me a lot. It's going to take me a while to get that card out here because This deck is gigantic. And I just got another villain. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, we can put Aqualad out here, which is going to get us 1 power. Get another Zinthos, blah, 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 blah. And can I afford to get Garfield Logan out? No, he needs a 5. So we are at 1, 2, 3 power with this kick, and a couple weaknesses means that we're going to go ahead and just buy Miss Martian and move on with our day. There we go. Jinx, another high-powered villain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This game does not want me to win today. It really doesn't. Alright, Molecular Vibration comes out. Just going to fill this up real quick. Then we can play Shapeshift. I'm just going to make some room here so I can play here in the center. Shapeshift is 1 power. It's also a hero and villain though, so that's 1, 2, and draw a card. 3. Couple weaknesses. And I'm considering playing Cassie in a second. I just want to see what my options are here. Alright, we're going to discard Azarath to get Hawk and Dove into our hand. So again, we are at 1, 2, 3 power total. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is as high as we've gone so far in this game. 9 is enough for us to beat Black Lantern Manhunter, which is the most Black Lantern Martian Manhunter, which is the most we've had all game. Is there anything else I want to do? No, we're just going to get rid of him. He's got to go. Oh, he's got an attack, though, and his attack reads... each foe discards a random card. If you play any number of cards, discard this way, and then return... Okay, so I have to discard a random card, but I don't have a hand right now, so there's nothing to discard. That's okay. Why not? Let's just replace him with another villain already. Man, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brutal. Just brutal today. Alright, Crystal Shield's going to get us 1 and draw a card. Get another Molecular Vibration out here. 2, 3, and is this a hero? It's not. We may discard it. That's sad. There's a punch, and I'm considering leaving it there. We are going to leave it there. That's sad. 1, 2, 3, 4, and draw a card, and there's that punch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, actually. 6, 7, 8, put an equipment from my discard pile on top of my deck. Only got 1, and I'm going to do it. Additionally, how else do we want to do this? We're going to play Aqualad, so we can put a card of our choice on top of our deck. And we're going to play Molecular Vibration to draw a card. Put out Garfield Logan, then once during each of your turns, choose a card type. The next card you play or discard this turn also has that card type. This weakness is now a villain, so we can draw a card. Alright. Overall, we are now at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have another card I could discard, but that's never going to give me a 13. So with that 9, we will say goodbye to our most expensive Sons of Trigon, and that'll be that. Now he has an attack which reads, each foe discards a card from their hand. If a foe avoids this attack, gain a weakness. Well, I can't gain a weakness, and I have no hand to discard, so nothing happening there. Rage Blood, that I could use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both in this game and life. Now, that's a great hand. So many options. We're going to say, once in each of your turns, choose a card type. The next card you play. This card, this weakness right here, is a villain, so I can draw a card. Ha 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 ha! Nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I managed to get 4. Out of a 5 weakness hand, I got 4 power. I'm not going to complain about that ever. And I think I'm going to take a chance of Molecular Vibration to draw another card. It's a weakness, but I might have gotten to 5, which would have helped. So we're going to get rid of Lady Vic. New card comes out. Mogo is destroyed. New card comes out. Star Sapphire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm almost looking forward to Demonic Summoning just to get all these expensive cards back on the board. Alright, this turn, this weakness, we'll say, is a villain. So draw a card. 1, I may destroy I may destroy a card, so let's destroy... Let's go. Do we have any more vulnerabilities out here? Or is it still in my deck? We're going to destroy a punch. I could destroy a weakness, but like I said, it's just going to come right back next turn, so why not get rid of one of the weaker cards? So we are at 2 power, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7? It's been a while. Let's go ahead and get rid of Jinx here. Right? You know what? No. We're going to get rid of Black Lantern, Green Arrow, and buy a kick. We're going to make our deck stronger. What a wild concept. Each foe destroys a starter in his hand. If he cannot, he destroys the top card of his deck. Oh, that's actually pretty crappy. Destroyed is Scrimastix. Why not? Let's destroy one of the useful cards. This game just gets me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Alright. This weakness is a villain, so I can draw a card. Then 2. I think that's considered playing it. Is that correct? Next card you play. No, it's not. I don't think it is. I think playing is just when I put it down, so I don't get the +1 from Indigo. So that's 2. 3. Do I have any use to get to 5? There's lots of use to get to 5. We're going to discard Titan's Memorial, so that Colony Suit gets us to 5. And with that 5, we're going to get Rage Blood. I need to destroy some cards. Specifically some 0-cost cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, Nth Metal. Be a hero, be a hero. It's not, and we're not going to discard a kick. It's like the strongest card we've got right now. So that's 2. In fact, this is a villain allowing us to draw a card. So 2, 3, 4. 5 power total is enough to beat Grant Wilson. Yep, goodbye. Goodbye. Because if we can get rid of Jinx here any second now, we can maybe get rid of a mortal villain. If we can get rid of a mortal villain, we don't have to keep destroying all the good cards that show up. Even if we can't afford them right now, they should at least be available to us, right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ugly, ugly situation we're in. Alright, we're going to put out Crystal Shield. Crystal Shield is going to allow us... Sorry, we're going to play Crystal Shield, which allows us to draw a card. Then, we're going to put Molecular Vibration out here. That's something. We're going to play this weakness and say it's a villain, allowing us to draw a card. Ooh, put Azeroth, Metron, Zinthros out here. We'll play Ravager, which allows us to destroy a card. We're going to go ahead. We're going to destroy this weakness. I know it's coming back in a second, but it just feels good. So that's 1, 2, 3 power, 4, 5. I could take a chance so I can get Jinx. Or 5 power, we can just stay comfortably there and buy Flight Wings or something along that line. We're going to get Flight Wings. Save Molecular Vibration for a real emergency. Sometimes I use it too soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, because of Garfield Logan, this is a villain, which allows us to draw a card. All right. Before I play that, I'm just going to check out my discard pile here. I don't even remember what I played last turn. Oh, we have to gain this weakness. First of all. Two, three, four, five. Okay. We're going to go for it. So, 2, 3. We're going to discard Molecular Vibration to get us to 4, 5. With that 4, 5, and these weaknesses, very fancy weaknesses, we're going to go ahead and buy Demonic Influence. I think that's what we're going to do. Couldn't quite get to the 6 I wanted. Before I end that turn, do I want to do anything else? Nah, that's what we'll do. New card comes out. Geokinesis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will not buy that because it has an attack. Nth metal, is this a hero? It is not, and we will discard it. This weakness, though, is a villain, so we can draw a card. Haha! 2 punches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And with that 8, do I want to do anything else? We're going to discard Azarath to put... Oh, it's got to be a card that costs 4. Thought maybe I could defeat Black Lantern this turn if I had a really powerful card, which I do, but... so yeah, with that 8... We're doing it. We're going to discard Azarath. 9 and draw a card. Ooh. 10, 11... 12. We got to 12. We needed 13 to beat him. Well, that's enough to say goodbye to Jinx. And with that 6, we'll buy Star Sapphire and a Scrimastix. That is going to make getting rid of a mortal villain much easier. And hopefully, Black Lantern soon to follow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card has to come out. Please don't be a villain. Please don't. If it wasn't a villain, I could essentially just say goodbye to a mortal villain right now. Maybe. Well, we can put Aqualad out here. Playing that gets us 1 power. We're going to say that this is a villain. So I can draw a card. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power says goodbye Zookeeper and hello Kick. Okay, that's something. New card comes out. Jericho. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're doing it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Discarded says goodbye immortal villain. We have made what the kids call progress. Alright. And then we're going to say this is a villain, so we can draw a card. And that's not going to do anything, but we did get rid of those cards. New card comes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Titan's Memorial, hang out here, please. We'll play this weakness, and then we can, or that weakness we're saying is a villain, so we can draw a card, which is Braces, Magic Braces. 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can destroy a card that costs 0. We're going to destroy a punch or that vulnerability if we can find it. Same reason as before. Just saving those weaknesses for when this is all said and done. All the vulnerabilities are gone, so it's just going to be a punch. We'll get rid of this punch here and say hello to our situation where we're in 2, 3, 4, 5 power. And I can use Aqualad to do something for us. Anything in particular we need to do? Yeah, we're going to discard Aqualad to put Molecular Vibration on top of my deck for next turn. And with that 5 power, we'll go ahead and buy Jericho. New card coming out. There is still a strong chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 40 minutes in indeed. There's still a strong chance that we get this other crisis before Corrupted Companion is defeated. A very strong chance. I don't know. Maybe I'm making the wrong choice. Maybe I shouldn't be saying, hey, let's not destroy weaknesses. Maybe I should try and destroy as many as possible. But the issue is that I don't think that's going to work. I just don't. So this is a villain. We're going to draw a card. I wish I didn't do that. Wish I had Miss Martian next turn. So I played 2 weaknesses. So that's 2, 3, 4 power. 5 power with Miss Martian. With that 5 power, we're not going to do anything but buy 1 single kick. Don't want Birdarang. Can't afford the villains. And Geokinesis is an attack card. I don't want to get attacked for no reason. New card comes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's get this molecular vibration out here. We're going to say this is a villain to draw a card. This is a hero, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And you know what? Let's do it. Molecular vibration for 5. Ooh, 5, 6, and look at the top card of my deck. Shuffle up that discard pile first. Let's see what we do here. Man, was it really 40 minutes? Wow. That's crazy. Alright, is this a hero? If not, we may discard it. It's not, we're going to discard that weakness. So we were at, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's enough to say goodbye to inertia. Or do we want New Titan's Tower? First time you play an ongoing card, draw a card. Anything that can move through this deck quickly. Anything to move through this deck quickly. We have got to get the weaknesses just moving because we can't afford to destroy them. Because they're just coming back. Unless I can afford to destroy 4 in 1 turn, they're just coming back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Maybe I should. If this is the first card you play this turn, set your hand aside and draw 5 cards at the end of your turn. Let's do it. I don't normally do it. This turn I'm going to do it. We're going to play Miss Martian, setting these cards aside, and I get to draw how many? Draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that's 1, 2 power because she's a hero. We'll get Aqualad out here. We're going to say this is a villain, so I can draw a card. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're at 8 power. We're going to play Aqualad to put Nth Metal Mace on top of my deck. Then we're going to play Molecular Vibration to draw a card. Oh, and we're also going to discard Titan's Memorial to get that. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and please be a hero. If this is a hero, we can... Oh, we can't because of these guys. Oh, why not? Is it a hero? It is! 12, 13, 14, and then +1 for each individual equipment. 15, 16. So I have 16 power this turn. I have got to check the rulebook on this one. If I can get rid of Black Lantern Superman without having to get rid of these villains, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. But I have to check the rulebook on that one. This is Corrupted Companion. If you are the Corrupted Companion, you may also blah, 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 blah. When you defeat the supervillain in the lineup, this crisis is only removed when there are no villains in the lineup. So I can defeat Black Lantern Superman. I just can't remove this crisis till these guys are gone. So goodbye, Black Lantern Superman. Goodbye. That leaves me with 3 power. We'll get another kick. And we are just going to go on a celebration of destroying cards as soon as possible. Man, that is what? That's the 47-minute mark in. We beat Crisis Superman. Black Lantern Superman, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe, just maybe, we can move on. Alright. Rage Blood, we are going to use to destroy, guess what? Goodbye to weakness number 1. So, that's 2 power. Put Molecular Vibration out here. This is a villain, so we can draw a card. 3, 4, is this a hero? It's not, but we can discard it. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Another weakness. We're going to save Molecular Vibration. We might need it come Vandal Savage. So 5 power is enough, though, to beat Shimmer, who hasn't attacked. Does that matter anymore? It does. Destroy a starter in your hand or discard pile. Okay, if I have to. If I have to, Shimmer, I'll destroy this punch. If you make me. If you twist my arm. Alright, so that's happening. And then I could also afford Acrobatic Agility, and we're going to do that. New card comes out. Here we go. There's that other Crisis, just like I envisioned. I guess I'm a prophet today. So, Rise of the Dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When a card is destroyed, remove it from the game. At the start of your turn, put a random card of cost 1 or greater from the destroyed pile into the lineup. This is good news. This could get all those cards I had to destroy earlier because of Immortal Villain back into the lineup. Rise of the Dead could really save our asses here. If that card is not a villain, gain a weakness. Your team must destroy 5 cards of different colors from hand. Okay. We're going to shuffle up this destroyed pile. If it is not a villain, I gain a weakness. It's that simple. The good news is there's a lot of non-villains in here that I actually want to come out here and are worth that weakness to me. So, shuffle that up. It is a villain. So I don't gain a weakness, I guess. Alright, we're going to say that this weakness is a villain, so I can draw a card. Then with Star Sapphires, 2 plus put an equipment from a discard pile into my on top of my deck. Okay. Well, probably Nth Metal Mace. Yeah, Nth Metal Mace it is. And guess what? We're going to do that again with the other Nth Metal Mace. Just double down on that ability next turn. Okay, so that's 1, 2. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, and with Indigo, that's 5. We're at 5. I do have plenty of different colors, especially with Garfield Logan here, able to change a color. That's pretty good. Oh, wait, I have to... The next card I play or discard. That's not going to help. Because it has to be... You get it. I can't play and discard and then destroy it in the same turn. So, anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With that 5 power, we're going to play Hawk and Dove. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and since this was a villain, that's 13 again. We got to 13 again much faster than I anticipated. What can we do with that? 13 is enough to buy both of the most expensive villains out here, and it seems foolish to do anything else. So that's what we're going to do. This one does have an attack. Each foe discards all defense cards he has in hand and in play. There are no such defense cards for me. One more villain. If I get rid of this villain, Corrupted Companion is gone. If Corrupted Companion is gone, it's just Rise of the Dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we have to shuffle up again. I try to shuffle it every time, just so if there's any kind of pattern in it, it's not going to emerge, and we can maybe get something else. I don't want just a bunch of villains back to back, honestly. That's going to destroy me. So, a new card comes out. I have to gain a weakness because it is not a villain, but you know what? What's another weakness at this point? Alright, we're going to play Nth Metal. So that's 2, and is this card a hero? It is not. We'll go ahead and discard it. And then we're going to say this is a villain to draw a card. Okay. And then 3/4, is this a hero? Is not, and we'll discard it. Okay, so we're at 4 power. 4 power is more than enough to say goodbye to Black Lantern Aquaman. With that gone, Corrupted Companion is gone. And we just have Rise of the Dead on here. That's at 53 minutes, so it took us 6 more minutes there. All right. Let's figure this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like I'm like halfway through this deck already. And I'm still on Vandal Savage. That is ugly. So, because of Rise of the Dead, got to put a random card out. Shuffle it up. We'll split it there. That's our card. It is a villain again. Is a villain again. So, we'll go ahead and put Azarath down. We'll play Crystal Shield. That's 1 and draw a card. 2, 3. That's a villain, so draw a card. With that 3 power, we can use Azarath to get a card into our hands. Which one, though? It's got to be of cost 4 or less. We're at what power? 1, 2, 3. Where's Hawk and Dove? Discard Azarath. Hawk and Dove's in our hand. Here's our 2 weaknesses. Boom. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 power is enough to say goodbye, Black Lantern Batman. Progress. Progress. New card comes out. Villain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We may never get this done just because... Oh, man! I could have just gotten rid of Rise of the Dead. I can do it from my discard pile. My discard pile is ginormous. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. So let's get Cinder Block, and then let's take care of Rise of the Dead. And then I won't feel like an idiot anymore. That's a villain, so I have to now take care of 2 things. Oh, what an idiot. It happens. It just happens. It's a villain, so I'm going to draw a card. 1, put an equipment of cost 3 or less from my discard pile into my hand. I don't even know what my deck looks like at this point. It was just a hodgepodge of different ideas scattered about with weaknesses. Maybe Colony Suit, that could give me some power. Ooh, Nth Metal. I'm really confident in Nth Metal usually. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 2, possibly more. We're going to go with Nth Metal though. Just because if it's a hero under there, that's going to give me even more power. So that is 1, 2, 3. Is this a hero? It's not. We're going to discard it. Anyway, 4 and 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to use that 8 to get rid of Mammoth. And now, it's still our turn. We're going to have to destroy, what is it? 5 cards of different colors. So, a weakness is a color. Vulnerability is a color. Kick is a color. That's 3. Ooh, the Shapeshift is all cards names, also a hero, a villain, and equipment. It's not a different color, though. It's still orange, so that doesn't qualify. Probably Star Sapphire at this point. It's not looking good. Ooh, Miss Martian. But I have all these weaknesses. She's pretty useful when there's weaknesses. Alright, we have to get rid of something. We're going to get rid of Colony Suit. So that's 4, and I have to get rid of a hero. These Hawk and Doves are saving me. I don't need 2 Star Sapphires. So that's 5. 5 destroyed cards. Gone for good. Oh, you know what? Those villains I beat, those should be gone for good. I beat, who was it? I beat Cinderblock and Manhunter. I beat, I think it was Black Lantern Aquaman. Maybe it wasn't. No, it wasn't him. Who was it? I might miss a few just because I made that mistake. But when you buy a villain, they're destroyed. And right now, when you destroy a villain, or when you destroy a card, it's gone for good. I think it was Aquaman. All right. They are gone for good. There's our destroy pile. This is gone. Well, back in my hand, my discard pile, and this is gone. For the first time since the beginning of the game, we are just about an hour in, creeping up on an hour, and we have finally gotten Vandal Savage alone. We have got to destroy things left and right. I don't want any more of these weaknesses. And to make that happen, here's Ravager to destroy a weakness in my discard pile. That's one. This is a villain, so I can draw a card. 2, and since I have Molecular Vibration, I can draw a card. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 punches makes that 10. That is enough to say goodbye to Vandal Savage. Man, we are just gotten past the first villain of the game. And we're finally on clean footing here. We have 1 weakness in the weakness stack. We have maybe 2 defense cards in this entire deck that can help us here. I'm hoping that it's one of the villains that makes you destroy cards. Honestly, I would be happy for the first time ever to see Demonic Summoning right now, and I would destroy a card every turn. Oh, no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't, because he has that penalty if you destroy 0-cost cards of discarding your hand. So in that case, what do we want? I know there's someone out there. There's definitely something that's going to help me destroy cards. Let's just make that happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We got a new card coming out. Cybernetic Enhancement is going to save me several times over. This here is going to be our new crisis. What is it? I don't want to know. Draining the Emotional Spectrum. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. 1, 2, 3. Those are a few good cards there. At the start of your turn, reveal the top card of your deck. Destroy all cards in the lineup with the reveal cards type and replace them. Each player discards a random card. Remove this crisis if none of them match a card type in the lineup. This is another one we can kind of game in our favor. And we shall. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Our new villain is Trigon. Do we have a defense card? We do. We're just going to defend ourselves without even reading the effect. Well, maybe we should read it. Each player destroys the top 3 cards in the main deck. I don't think so. I cannot afford to destroy the top 3 cards of the main deck at this point. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, put a card of cost 3 or less from your discard pile into your hand. There is no discard pile, so instead I can draw a card. You know what? I was just thinking of something awful. And that awful thing is, we get 3/4 of the way through this deck, and we beat Trigon. Fantastic. Really good news, right? But what if this next crisis card is Heroic Sacrifice? I'm left with a deck of essentially 15 weaknesses and maybe 4 other cards. We need to get rid of these weaknesses before we get rid of Trigon if possible. Or at the very least, make sure we don't have a discard pile at the end of beating Trigon. Just so you know what's going through my head right now. This has been a relatively easy setup for me all week. So this has been the first challenge, and I blame it all on that really early Corrupted Companion. It's just how it works sometimes. So anyway, I have to do something. At the start of your turn, reveal the top card of your deck. Destroy all cards in the lineup with the reveal cards type and replace them. Well, there are no cards that need to be destroyed. Here's what we're going to do. Here's how we game the system, okay? There is nothing that says I have to beat a crisis at the beginning of my turn. You can beat a crisis at the end of your turn, just before your next turn. You can beat a crisis, well, not the end of your turn. You can beat a crisis before saying your turn is over. There is a step in the game order that says something like declare end of turn. You can beat that crisis at any point before that declare end of turn. So, since I can beat it in the middle of my turn, and look at this, weaknesses. There's no weaknesses in this lineup. So, 2, 4 from this kick by Cinder Block. So now there's no villains out there. And now I just have to discard a random card from my hand, which we know are all 3 weaknesses. And since nothing matches, this is gone. Goodbye, draining the emotional spectrum. That's why I never worry about that one. We still have 1 power left over from that kick combo. We're going to say that's a villain to draw a card. It's just another weakness. Don't get to do anything with that 1 power, unfortunately, but we no longer have to worry about that crisis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will say I do enjoy this situation a lot more than an easy win. There's a lot more I can talk about, and I enjoy puzzling it out more. The one problem I have with this game sometimes is unless you put yourself in a situation like this, you kind of feel like you've already puzzled out the game. You've solved every problem they can throw at you. And then I've got this new problem to solve today, and that's what excites me about it. I'm just going to make some room here so I can kind of just play in front of me. Okay, this is a villain, so we can draw a card. We'll put that down, sure. I can put an equipment from any player's discard pile on top of his deck. I don't think I have an equipment over here, so that's not going to happen. Another weakness here, so we're at 1, 2, 3 power, 4, 5, 6, 7. And with that 7, we're going to buy... Oh, I'm very tempted to get Jamie Reyes for his... I know we have to get cybernetic enhancement because that's going to be a need to. It's going to be a necessary card to get some of these higher powers. And we're going to get Jamie Reyes of the other 4 because we need to defend ourselves. I was leaning into Rage Blood. I was thinking that would be what I was going to do this turn. Ended up not doing it. Black Lantern Power Ring is going to be helpful because I need some villains. I don't really need villains. Here's what I'm thinking with Black Lantern Power Ring. I want to buy him soon. We're going to get him to come up as soon as possible. What we're going to do is buy all of the 6-cost villains from the destroyed pile. Reason being is because when demonic summoning comes up, we'll already have sacrificial cards. That's how you want to do it. Because if you wait for demonic summoning to come up, those 6-cost cards are just going to go in the lineup, and then you have to buy them, and they're just going to go back to the destroy pile because they're villains anyway. But if you buy them before demonic summoning can come up, and it will because we're playing with every crisis card, you're prepared. That's what's going on up here. This is a villain, so I can draw a card. 1, 2, is this a hero? It's not, but we won't discard it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because this was a villain, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with nth metal. Oh, that's tempting. Hold on. 12. I am 1 card away from beating Trigon, so we're going to try and do it. We're going to play Molecular Vibration to draw a card. 13. Then we're going to play Azeroth. No, we're not. 13. I might have made a foolish decision there because I'm going to destroy a lot of cards that are pretty good if that ends up being Heroic Sacrifice. I think we have to take the chance. I think we do, because we wasted so much time on those first couple cards that we have to make up for it somewhere. And this chance is one of those situations where we're going to just do it. Just do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Do I have a defense card? I do not. New card comes out. And our new crisis is, okay, Shifting Loyalties, not Heroic Sacrifice. At the start of your turn, place all cards you played this turn into the discard pile of the player on your right. I am the player on my right, not worried about that. Now, to beat is a little bit different in solo play. So let me just break out my rule book here because it's not one I have memorized. So to beat shifting loyalties, put the top 3 cards of your deck into the lineup. If their total cost is 7 or greater, remove this crisis. That's going to be difficult. I have, again, 19 weaknesses in my deck. The odds of 2 of those 3 being 0 are pretty good. We're going to try anyway. And then we have our villain, which is Black Hand. Each player destroys the top card of the main deck and then discards a number of cards equal to its VP value. So destroy this card, VP value of 1, so I have to discard 1 card. We'll just discard this weakness. Alright, my turn. Titan's Memorial is out. We'll play Ravager, which is going to be 1, and I can destroy a card. I'm going to destroy this weakness. Sorry, 1, 2 because of Indigo. Since we destroyed a card, we can draw a card. Get this molecular vibration out here. So that's 1, 2. 3, 4. Yeah, we're going to play Azarath to get this kick in my hand. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, with that 9, we're going to get Black Lantern Power Ring, and we're going to get Crystal Shield. Got plans for those cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Choose any number of players. Those players destroys a card of cost 0 in their discard pile. Goodbye to this weakness. Slowly but surely, that pile is going to fill. So that's 2. This one is going to be a hero and a villain. We'll say it's a hero. Wait, it is also a hero and villain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and draw a card. 5, 6. A couple weaknesses. With that 6, we'll say hello to another Rage Blood. I was considering get rid of Black Lantern Wonder Woman, but we need to destroy cards, so we might as well get that in the rotation. New card coming out. The Atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lots of destroyed cards in there. Time to get some of them back. Let's get Aqualad out here. Scrimsticks. 1. Put an equipment of cost 3 or less from my discard pile into my hand. I do believe we have a cybernetic enhancement. So that's 1. 2 and draw a card. 3 because of Indigo. 4, 5. Okay. Couple weaknesses and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. With that 10, that's goodbye Black Lantern Wonder Woman. We still have 5 left. We're going to get the Atom and channeling the emotional spectrum. No. Yes. Yes, that's what we want. Now, because we played Flight Wings, I can put cards you buy or gain this turn on top of your deck. We're going to do that because the Atom, we can destroy maybe a weakness and get one of our punches back. That's a lot better, right? New card coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And we're going to do that. We're going to spend the Atom to destroy a weakness and get a punch. And I believe it goes right to our hand. All right, so that's a hero. So that's 1, 2, 3. Is this a hero? It's not, but we're going to leave that there. 4, 5, 6. 6 power. Probably just going to go ahead and buy T-Wing. Not my favorite card, but it is a cost 6 card. And cost 6 cards, you know what they can do. Come Demonic Summoning. A new card coming out. Plasmus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New Teen Titans Tower. First time I play an ongoing card, including this one, draw a card. Perfect. That's going to encourage me to start moving these cards around. Garfield. Logan is going to turn that to a villain, so I can draw a card. And what else do we want to do? So we are at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With that 6, we're going to say goodbye to Plasmus. That leaves us with 3 power. Since there's no villains, I'm going to try and beat Shifting Loyalties, which is put the top 3 cards of the lineup into the lineup. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, they all cost 0. I just have 3 0-cost cards added to the lineup. So, sure, we didn't beat Shifting Loyalties. But we did get rid of a few junk cards. So that's okay. Didn't really foresee that. I should have. But I'm okay with it. So, we get a new card coming out. Skull of Batman. We might, just for that very reason, try and beat Shifting Loyalties every turn. We might just end up in a situation where there's a... what am I talking about? We might end up in a situation where we get rid of all the cards that way. It may not be destroyed, but they're not in my deck anymore. Alright, shuffle that up. This ginormous deck. Absurdly huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we're going to do Miss Martian's ability. So she's 1, 2 power. Put these cards aside and draw 5 more cards. So, 2. That was a good choice. Kind of wish instead I just did those 3 cards, because that would have easily been over 7. So that's 2. 3, 4. Is this a hero? It's not, and we're going to leave it there. Um, 5, 6. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to now try to beat Shifting Loyalties. 1, 2, 3 cards added, and they add up to 8. Goodbye to Shifting Loyalties. Okay, we did it. And we're still at 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's a villain, so I get to draw a card. 8, 9, 10, I get to draw another card. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 power is enough to say goodbye to Black Hand. And with the remaining 7 power, I'm going to buy Azeroth, Metreon, Zinthos back. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a defense card in my hand. Okay. Things are moving in the correct direction. Okay. New crisis is Heroic Sacrifice. Ugh. Well, luckily most of my decks here. We did lose quite a few strong cards, though. In fact, I didn't lose a single weakness in this process. I never would have, but anyway, these are all destroyed. Okay. We know how it works. I'm not going to read it. I know how it works, at least. Basically, I have to destroy all cards in my discard pile with a cost greater than 0. Then, I have to shuffle up this pool of available heroes, and I have to deal myself a new one. Oh, this should have been my hand. I'm just going to put these 5 back. It's the right thing to do. So my new hero is Superboy. That's a solid hero. That is a solid... So, once during each of my turns, if I control 2 or more different superpowers, plus 1 power and draw a card. We have Molecular Vibration out here. So with that out there alone, we might just leave it out there for the very purpose of being powerful. 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are no longer having a crisis out there, but we also no longer have a defense card for whatever this is, which is Hector Hammond. Each player gains the top card of the main deck, and if it costs 5 or greater, destroy it. Otherwise, gain a number of weakness cards equal to its cost. It costs 6, so I just destroy it. That's sad. That's sad. Molecular Vibration. Teen Titans Tower allows me to draw a card. Yeah, Superboy? Good. Well, that's good news. I have Molecular Vibration out here. I'm about to play Rage Blood. So that's 2. I'm going to destroy this weakness with it. That's 2 of those. So that is 3 and draw a card. 4, destroy this weakness. 5. So far, I'm liking how it's working. So 5 power, huh? I think... I was about to say, oh, this is a villain, but that's not going to work. Not anymore. 5, and let's just discard a vibration to draw another card. 6, 7. Okay, 7 I can work with a little better. 7, we're going to go ahead and buy Skull of Batman. It's plus 3 power. That's hard to beat. And the Atom. We're going to need that because 2, 3, 4, 5. We have to interact with this destroyed pile, which is a lot of good stuff in it. Good stuff. Crystal Shield is 1 and draw a card. Additionally, there are now 2 superpowers in control. And yeah, I've seen that so far. I just have to like rewire my brain now because I was thinking heroes and villains. Now my deck has to focus on superpowers. In fact, I bought that Black Lantern power ring just to get some villains to use with Indigo-1. But we're going to change entirely our focus to superpowers. So that's 1 and draw a card. Did I do that yet? 1, 2. I must have. But since I control 2 superpowers, let's draw another card. And that's another power. So that's 2 power. 3, put an equipment of cost 3 or less from your discard pile into your hand. I don't think I have one right now. I do not. 4, 5. May put an equipment from a player's discard pile on top of his deck. I do have that. 6, 7, 8, 9 power. 9 power. We're going to buy... What are we going to buy? We're going to buy the Atom, leaving us with 8, and we're going to buy Azarath. Leaving us with 3, I believe. But we're just going to leave that there because I know I have a skull here to get up that kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. This is exactly what we want to see. I'm going to get rid of it right off the bat. We get to gain all cards in the lineup with the same name as a card in the destroyed pile. We have destroyed a Red Lantern Green Arrow before, so he's in there. We've destroyed a kick, so that's gained. I know I've destroyed punches, so that's gained. So we're at 3 power, and weaknesses don't go to the destroy pile, so they stay out here. So that's 3. We're going to say that this right here, there's another superpower, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, and draw a card. So far, so good. 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 kicks makes it 11. 2 weaknesses. 11 power. Does not give me to Hector Hammond. We can fix that. We can fix this. We can fix this. We can... Yes. There we go. We'll play Aqualad. So we can put Ravager on top of our deck, and then we'll play Molecular Vibration to draw a card. 12, and I can destroy a card. We're going to destroy... I don't think I have any weaknesses in here. Oh, there's one. Destroy that weakness. And that 12 power gets us Hector Hammond out of the game. That is exactly the situation I want to save those ongoing cards for. So, that's good news. I'm just going to take a short break here before going further. The deck is getting slowly down to a reasonable size. This is probably about half of it. Yeah, about half is out right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there a defense card in here? I do have Jaime Reyes, which is probably my favorite defense card. So we're fine. New card comes out. It's Daughter of Trigon, which is very useful in a minute. Frozen City. At the start of each player's turn, he adds the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Flip down each other card of that cost in the lineup, and they cannot be bought or gained this turn. Flip them up at the end of your turn. Clear the lineup of all cards. Well, we're going to get all these weaknesses super fast. Yeah, my turns are going consistent. That is good news. So certain plans from earlier in the game actually paid off. I'm starting to get rid of these weaknesses, and I've got some strong cards as opposed to just mediocre cards coming up regularly. Additionally, with Superboy, I'm moving through the deck a little faster. I did enjoy Indigo-1, but Superboy I think is going to be a little more consistent. Here we go with our new villain, which is Hellspawn. I'm not even going to read it. We have a defense card. So, Jaime Reyes, you may put this card from your hand into play to avoid an attack. If you do, play it during your next turn. So, not even going to read his attack. So, we do have to add a card to the lineup because of Frozen City. And nothing out there is cost 2, so nothing else is going to happen. We are at 2 power this turn. Then, 3/4. We're going to say this is a superpower because of Garfield Logan. 5, 6, 7. That's 2 superpowers, making 8 and draw a card. Put another weakness out here. 9, 10. 2 weaknesses is 11. So we did manage to get a pretty good turn out of that. With 11, we're going to gain all these weaknesses because they're free. We're going to gain Daughter of Trigon because she's the most expensive. And then we have 4 left over. We're going to get Birdarang and Bumblebee. Reason being is that you would think I'd want to get the most expensive one in Geokinesis. It's going to be the most useful. But having just one card out there right now is going to help me get rid of them all next turn if possible. New card comes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so kick. Rage Blood, that's 2 superpowers. We'll use Rage Blood to destroy this weakness. No, we'll destroy a weakness from my discard pile. So we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and draw a card. 6, 7. And that's all we're going to do there. Oh, I have to add another card and see 7. Okay, well with that 7, we're going to buy White Lantern Power Ring and Shapeshift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, new card for the turn, and then we have to do a Frozen City card, which is cost 4, so that can't be bought this turn. Okay. Let's see how we do this. So this is a superpower, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5 and draw a card. 6 and draw a card. Let's gain a villain. I told you about that plan earlier. We're going to get a cost 6 villain. I know they're in here. Can't hide from me. Jinx, there it is. So again, we're at 2, 4, 5, 6. We're going to say that this is an equipment. 7, 8, 9, 10, and another weakness. So at 10, there it is. Buying both of these. 4, 5, 6. And we're going to buy a kick. That'll be my last kick of the game, I think. I usually try to limit myself on how many I buy. But kicks are going to directly contribute to Superboy most of the time. Gotta shuffle up this discard pile, which is massive, by the way. But it's getting smaller. I'm getting rid of a few every turn. If I didn't have Frozen City, I probably wouldn't be buying most of these cards. And hopefully we can use the Atom to destroy some cards and get some better replacements. Let's do this. New card comes out, and then a new card for Frozen City is 2, so bye-bye Zookeeper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Azarath, you're out. Discard a card from your hand. If you do, each foe discards a card. So that's an attack, but we can get rid of it later if we have to get rid of cards of a certain color. Or we can keep it in our hands and instead use the Atom. Yes, we're going to use the Atom on Azarath. Okay, let's get a card of cost 5 or less. Get it out here. We can get, Azarath, Azarath, Metreon Zinthos back. It's a pretty powerful card. Especially being an ongoing superpower. Wish I could get the Reach Scarab. That would be nice. Wish I could get Speed Force, even better. Ooh, Grant Wilson. That's pretty good. I think we're going to go with Grant Wilson. So, what's Shimmer do? Shimmer does something cool. Oh, it's only an attack. So, I'm between Metreon and Grant Wilson. Metreon's going to allow me to use my ability more often. So that seems like that's the easy direction we should be going. So, Metreon's out there. So there's another kick. So that's 2 superpowers. That is 2. So draw a card and +1. So 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Please be a hero. It's not. We will discard that punch. 5 power. We can at least buy Geokinesis. Get that out of here. Alright, new card comes out, and the new card for Frozen City is 5. So, well, that's possible. 3, 4, 5. It is possible. So let's figure out how we're going to make it happen. We're going to say that this punch, because of Garfield Logan, is a superpower. So there's 2 powers. So that's 1, draw a card, and +1, so that's 2. 3, I can put an equipment of cost 3 or less from my discard pile into my hand. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you a hero? You are. Let's put that out there. First time I played an ongoing card this turn, allows me to draw another card. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and draw a card. 8. I pay 1 less for villains and supervillains this turn for each different card type I control. Well, this Zookeeper will be free. And again, our total is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total. It's enough to say 5, 6, 7. I guess that's what we're going to do. I was hoping to get rid of all 3 of them. That was my plan, at least. New card for the end of the turn, and then the Frozen City card. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get Bumblebee out here. Since we put a ongoing card out, we get to draw a card. We can gain a hero from the destroyed pile. We're going to gain... Oh, what are we going to gain? We're going to gain... I'm going to prepare for Demonic Summoning and gain White Lantern Core. So... that is 0 power there. Put this ongoing card out. I control 2 superpowers, so that is 1 and draw a card. 2, 3, put an equipment on top of my deck. Play Molecular Vibration to draw a card. 4. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be 5, 6. We're going to say this is an equipment because of Beast Boy here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 power total. So goodbye Grant Wilson for 5. Goodbye both of these guys for another 7. So that's all 12 total. And that is enough to say goodbye to Frozen City. Alright. One more crisis down. This deck is looking ugly. Let's see what we can do. New card comes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotta beat Hellspawn. So how are we gonna do that? We have 1 superpower here, 2, 3, 4, and draw a card. I'm sorry, 1, 2, and draw a card. 3 and draw a card. 4, I can destroy a card. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, 5 power. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. 6, 7, 8, and draw a card. Put this ongoing card out here. First time I played an ongoing card, I can draw a card. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 is enough to beat Hellspawn, so we're just going to do that. Normally, I try to get rid of all villains before taking on the supervillain, but as I said earlier, we are very far behind schedule here. We have to do what we can to get back on schedule. I have no defense cards, couple weaknesses. This is not going to be a pretty turn. New card coming out. Cybernetic Enhancement is one we actually want. Reshaping Our World. Does that one have a different text? It does, for Defeat. At the start of your turn, discard all cards that share a cost with another card in your hand. That can be basically my entire hand. And to beat it, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Remove this crisis if each of those cards has a different cost. That's going to be pretty tough with all those weaknesses, even though I've destroyed quite a few of them. No, I don't think so. Sorry, I just saw your note pop up. You can defeat villains as long as there is no crisis card. So to beat the crisis card, there can be no villains in the lineup. To beat the supervillain, there can just be no crisis. There's nothing that says that there can't be a villain out here. Now that does change. If you're using Crisis 4, which uses the personal crisis cards, you can't beat supervillains as long as villains are out. I'm going to double check my rulebook, but that's always been the rule as far as I know. When you buy or gain a villain from the lineup, destroy it. When you defeat a supervillain, remove it from the game. Before a crisis can be beaten, your team must remove all villains from the lineup. Before a supervillain can be beaten, your team must beat the current crisis. There's nothing that says you have to... there's nothing that says that you have to beat all the villains to beat the supervillain. I don't believe so. I'm going to look a little closer. If it continues to function as before, as soon as the last villain is from the lineup, blah, 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 blah. Most crisis cards require each player to participate, blah, blah, blah. You cannot attempt to beat a crisis while there are villains in the lineup. When no villains are in the lineup, you can attempt to beat a crisis. Got it. Where coordinate action, blah, 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 blah. When a crisis, blah, 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 blah. When you defeat the current supervillain, blah, blah, blah. A supervillain right here. There it is. On page 5, if you're looking for it, it's the second to last paragraph. It says, a supervillain may be defeated while there are villains in the lineup. Only crisis cards are concerned with villains in the lineup. Now, like I said before, that does change when you're using Crisis 4. So keep that in mind. That's just a Crisis 1, 2, and 3 situation. All right, where was I, though? So reshaping our world to beat, I have to reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Remove this crisis if each of those cards has a different cost. Okay. Then we have to do our villain. We have no defense card, though. So, Mongol. Each player destroys 1 location of each different cost. Oh, man. I can't defend against that, so I have to lose both of these locations. I am quite fond of both of those locations. We're going to see what we can do to get those back. Okay. Let's figure this out. So, reshaping our world we can't beat until Lady Vic, and we have to discard cards from our hand that share a cost from another card in the hand, so goodbye to these weaknesses. This is 2, but with this makes it 3 and draw a card. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, I'm pretty sure there is a cybernetic enhancement in the destroyed pile. I sadly destroyed it earlier. So that I just gained. And is there a Lady Vic in here also? Because if that's the case, then that just goes away. I don't even have to pay for it. It's not really important. Either way, it's going away. I just, on principle, want to know. There it is, Lady Vic. She's just gone. So I still have 8 power. Fortunately, I can't do anything with it. But there's no villains. We're going to try to beat Reshaping Our World, which is 1, 2, 3 cards And I think they all have to have different costs. They all have to have different costs. And they cost 3, 4, and 4. So nope, that's not the case. Not happening this turn. Maybe next turn. New card coming out. Ganthet, that's what I'm talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, have to discard cards that share cost of another card in my hand. So we're going to have, well, just this one card, it looks like. But fortunately, we do have 2 superpowers in play. So that's 1 and draw a card. And then we're going to say 2. And then I can gain a villain from the destroyed pile. Again, we're just going to look for a villain that has a cost of 6. We're planning ahead. That's what we're doing. A villain that costs 6. There it is. Inertia. Perfect. So still 2 power. Not enough to do anything, but we can attempt to do Reshaping Our World again, which is reveal 3 cards. Have different costs. 5, 0, and 1 says goodbye Reshaping Our World. And we have just Mongol now. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. I have already 2 superpowers. So that's 1 and draw a card. 2 and draw a card. Rage Blood brings us to 4, and I can destroy a card that costs 0. I gotta have a weakness here. There it is. So 2, 3, 4. Ooh, we're going to add this weakness to gain a punch back. So 4. Yep, 4 total. 5, 6. We're going to say this is a villain because of Garfield here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. With that 11, I'm definitely going to beat this turn. I'm not waiting another turn. So what can we do? Well, we can just discard Bumblebee to get to 12. Okay, bye-bye Mongol. I can still use these guys, though, so let's see if there's anything we want to do. I know exactly what I want to do. And what I want to do is, where is it? I'm looking for Jaime Reyes, because he's a defense card. Oh, is he not in my discard pile? Is he still in my deck? There he is. So, we're going to play Aqualad to get Jaime Reyes on top of my deck. Boom. Now, is there anything I can do for cost 4 or less that's going to get me 3 power? Because if there is, we can, in fact, beat Black Lantern Superman. There is. Boom. Okay, we'll use Azeroth and Metron Zinthos to get Cybernetic Enhancement in our hand, which is 1, 2, 3. Goodbye to Black Lantern Aquaman. So now we're going into the next turn with no villains out here and a defense card on top of our deck. So that's what that plan was, and it worked. So I'm not going to complain. This deck is quite large, still working on getting rid of these weaknesses. But you know what? I have a lot I can contribute as needed. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm having fun. That's all that matters. Energy Absorption is going to be a necessary card going forward. Between it being a superpower for Superboy and destroying cards, I see no reason why it won't be used every single time. And we have that defense card right here. So our new crisis is Demonic Summoning. Put all cards of cost 6 from the destroyed pile into the lineup. All cards of cost 6, huh? 1, 2, 'There's another. Told you there's lots of them. Destroyed so many of them at the beginning of the game. There's the villain. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 possible cards here that cost 6. At the start of your turn, destroy a card in your hand. If you destroyed a card with cost 0, discard your hand. Your team must destroy 3 cards, each with cost 6 from your discard pile. Alright, so this Doomsday. Ooh, each player destroys the top 2 cards of his deck. Destroy any defense cards used to avoid this attack. Do I want to lose? You know what? We're going to use Jaime Reyes to defend because we have the White Lantern Power Ring, which will get him back super quick. So we're going to do it. Now, I just want to look at my discard pile, my massive discard pile, because if there's already 3 cards that cost 6 here, all we have to do is beat Black Lantern Superman, Black Lantern Batman, and we can get rid of Demonic Summoning right away. I have 1, 2, 3, I've already got what I want. Just want to see if I can get my pick of them. 4. Come on, come on, come on. What other options you got for me? Alright, I have 4. So, if I beat Black Lantern Batman very quickly, I can get rid of Demonic Summoning. Now, it's the beginning of my turn. I have to destroy a card in my hand. We're going to destroy this kick. Reason being, it's a kick. It's easily replaceable. Alright. Shapeshift. You are 1. There are 2 powers out here, so that's now 2 and draw a card. 3. We're going to use Molecular Vibration to draw another card. 4, 5. And we can destroy a 0-cost card on my discard pile. Goodbye to this weakness. So we are at, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A weakness, 6, 7. Goodbye, Black Lantern Batman. And let's just go ahead and destroy those 3 cards, why don't we? 1 and 2. Definitely White Lantern Core because it's coming right back. And definitely Jinx and Inertia because they're villains and I don't really need them in the long run. So that is gone. Demonic Summoning came up and went away in 1 turn with no cards left in my main deck to draw. So it's a good thing it happened this time. Alright, I feel pretty good about that. Let's shuffle everything up, and all of these wonderful cards are available to me again. For the first time for most of this game. Alright. Let's do this. Shuffle everything up here. This deck is massive, but you know what? It's working. And when I have a destruction card, there's always something to destroy, so it's not wasted. I guess that's the bright side here. Doomsday shouldn't be a problem. I should get the 12 very easily, especially with my deck getting much stronger. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright. 1, 2, 3 with Superboy is 4 and draw a card. Whew. 5, 6. We can go ahead and gain a villain from the line from the destroyed pile. So we could get Jinx back. Is there any other better villains we want? I do like the Jinx one. I know what I want. I want Zookeeper. He's very cheap, but he's a defense card. And that's something we need. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is enough for me to buy, well, cards. We want energy absorption, but we can't really afford it right now without losing a bunch of other stuff. So, no, we want energy absorption. It's a higher priority than anything else out there. Ooh, but I could have gotten Ganthet. We want Ganthet. Yes, Ganthet. For the deck this size, you want Ganthet, because then there's lots of choices. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. 1 and draw a card. 2, 3, and with Superboy, that's 4 and draw a card. Let's put Aqualad out here. 5, 6, and get an equipment from a discard pile on top of my deck. 7, 8, 9. And then because of Garfield Logan, we're going to say this is an equipment. 10, 11, 12, 13 total is enough to beat Doomsday. A lot of cards out here I want, so that was very tempting to just buy 2 cards I like. But 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes you just have to focus on the villain or it's not going away. Alright, here's my hand. I've got a defense card for next turn. You know what? I'm going to take just a quick break here. Probably 2 minutes or so, and then I'll be right back. And we'll get on whatever this next villain is and whatever this next crisis is. Alright? See you soon. Alright, we're back, and I'm going to do my usual routine of trying to figure out what the heck happened. I know we're doing a new crisis, a new villain. I think a new card still has to come out. Teen Titans Go. I almost never see that card. I feel like it always comes out in the first couple turns and gets destroyed. Hunting down the lanterns. When an equipment enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must destroy 4 superpowers from hand. Again, solo. That can be from the discard pile. And I've got lots of superpowers right now because of Superboy. So we should be okay there. Hell. You know, I'm not going to read it. Just going to defend myself. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, put a card of cost 3 or less from your discard pile into your hand. Card of cost 3 or less is probably going to be Cybernetic Enhancement. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Yeah, it's going to be Cybernetic Enhancement. Or, you know what? Let's just get Zookeeper in here. We're going to get Zookeeper. It's a less obvious choice, but the idea I have is that, well, we'll have a defense card out next villain, no matter what. So that's what I'm going to try and do. We'll play Zookeeper, and now we have a defense card out. Alright, Ravager is 1, and I can destroy a card. We're going to destroy a weakness. Slowly getting rid of all of these. I'm curious, how many do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 weaknesses. Seems like I only have 7 left in my deck. I'll take it. So that's 1, 2, 3. I can put an ongoing card from my discard pile into my hand, huh? Do I have any? I don't think there are any here. In fact, what we'll do is not play that yet. So we're at 1, 2. We'll play Aqualad to put a card of my choice on top of my deck. And we will play Lasso of Truth to put an ongoing card from my discard pile into my hand. So that's 1, 2, 3. Put Aqualad back out here, and I can gain a villain. I pretty much just want a villain that's going to destroy cards at this point. If I can get a villain that destroys cards, I'll feel better. Ooh, Cinderblock's pretty useful. I can get another Zookeeper. Just pretty much always have one. I don't see anything that makes me destroy a card, so I'm going to go with another Zookeeper. Just really double down on the Zookeepers. 2 Zookeepers out pretty much means I'll always defend. Just have to get rid of them before the last Crisis villain comes out. So I ended up with 3 power, I believe, which we'll buy Miss Martian with. She's pretty useful. But before we do that, we have to what? Your team must destroy 4 different superpowers. 4 different ones, huh? So a kick's 1. Acrobatic agility is 2. Gotta be Crystal Shield. It has to be. And is there anything in here that kind of fits other categories besides channeling the emotional spectrum? Not in here, but you know what? We're doing it just so we get rid of this crisis. So these are destroyed, and hunting down the lanterns is gone. New card comes out. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He costs 3 more for each superpower in the lineup, so we do have to get those out of here. We can get Molecular Vibration out. That's useful. Then we can play Shapeshift, so that's going to be 1, because there's 2 superpowers, so that's 1, 2, and draw a card. 3, 4, is this a hero? It is, so we get to draw it. We're going to use that hero. Nothing this turn, I don't think. 7, and I can gain a card from the destroyed pile. Gain all cards from the destroyed pile that match a card in the lineup. I'm sorry, gain a card from the lineup that matches a card in the destroyed pile. Other way around. I'm pretty sure there's a Magic Bracers in here. I just gotta check. There's not a magic bracers in here. Huh. Thought there was. Nothing else, though. None of those other ones should be in here. They're all the cost 6 cards still. So, again, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Not going to do anything of Adam this time. We're going to get energy absorption. I need it. And we're going to get Teen Titans Go. That's all 12. Making hell a little bit cheaper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Just make a little room here. Spread things out a little. Give myself some playroom. Kick 2 of those means I get 3 and draw a card. So 3, 4. Put this ongoing card out here. 5, 6. Plus 1 for each. I'm sorry, he's cheaper for each for each different card type I control. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 card types I control. And we're at 1, 2, 3, 4 power. We're at 4 power. Just trying to see how I can go about this, because there are ways to make this better. What's the best option? That one. Okay. So we play Aqualad to put Cybernetic Enhancement on top of our deck. Then we play Molecular Vibration to draw a card. So we are again at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With that 8, he costs normally 12. But with our cards, he's going to cost... Sorry, with possession, that's 15. Minus our cards brings him down to 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 8 power, and he costs 9, I believe. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, and then he costs that. So yeah, that's enough to beat hell. Yeah, he's done. He's done. Now there's all these cards I actually want out here right now. 2, 3, 4, 5. But my deck's been so effective lately that I'm just buying the cards I need to beat the villain. All right, new card comes out. Mad Mod. New crisis is Supervillains United. Place an unused supervillain from the lineup. Into the lineup, and resolve each of its attacks. The supervillain cannot be gained or destroyed by the effects of other players' cards. Remove this crisis when there are no supervillains in the lineup. Alright. Each player puts 1 equipment from his hand, or 2 from his discard pile, into the lineup. We're going to defend with Zookeeper here. Then we have a new villain come out, and that villain is Graves. This attack cannot be avoided. Each player resolves the 2 highest cost attack cards in the destroyed pile and lineup against themselves. So, the highest out there is 3. There's a 6, another 6, so 2 6s. I'm pretty sure it's 7 and 8. It's going to be 7 and 8. Where are they? It's Black Lantern, Martian Manhunter, and Black Lantern Batman, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there's Blue Beetle. That's a 7. Oh, a match. That's 7. Sons of Trigon. That's another 7. Where are they? There's the 8. Black Lantern, Martian Manhunter. Knew you were there. Where'd that Black Lantern Batman go? I know I beat him. Did I buy him for some reason? It's possible. I could have bought him for a future use and then just never needed him. That happens all the time. Maybe I did grab them and just didn't realize it. So anyway, we have an 8 and a bunch of 7s. Oh, there's Black Lantern Batman. So I have to do the 8, but I can choose one of the 7s. Discard a defense card. No, thank you. Gain control of an ongoing card for each control at the end of your turn. Reach. Sure. Okay. First off, Black Lantern Martian Manhunter. Each foe discards a random card. We are going to defend against that with magic bracers. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, put an ongoing card from your discard pile into your hand. We're going to put Zookeeper into our hand. And then match. His attack reads, gain control of each ongoing card that foe controls. At the end of your turn, return each one still in play to that foe. So nothing happens to me. I just get my ongoing cards back. That's fine. All right. So we're going to say with Garfield Logan that this weakness is a superpower. Then we're going to play Rage Blood to destroy a card of cost 0. That's going to be this weakness. Then since I played 2 superpowers, that is +1 power. So that's 3 power and draw a card. Put the Zookeeper out here. 4/5. I can destroy another card. We're going to destroy this weakness from hand. 6 and put a equipment of cost 3 or less for my discard pile into my hand. It's going to be Cybernetic Enhancement. So that total is again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We will discard Bumblebee to get 11 to beat Archillo. Yep, because stack ongoing abilities do not apply when he's in the lineup. So his extra cost does not apply. So that is 11. He's not on the supervillain stack. No stack ongoing ability. 2, 3, 4, 5. That still stays until Mad Mod is defeated, which he's only costing 3, so that won't take long at all. All right. Molecular Vibration is out. Then Geokinesis. So that's 2, 3, and draw a card. Put Azarath out here. Just going to try and make some room. So I'm at 3 power. You know, let's just buy Mad Mod there. That's it. There's that gone. And now we can basically start our turn again. That's 1 and draw a card. Ooh, gain a hero from the destroy pile? Yes. Where is my Indigo? Where is she? That's a very powerful card. Ooh, Jaime Reyes. Getting him back. May not be necessary because I have these Zookeepers now. Instead, let's get a powerful card in... Where are you? Where are you? Come on, Indigo Tribe. Yes. Gain that. 4 power. That's nice. Alright, so we are at, again, 2, 3, 4 power. 5, 6, 7. I can discard an ongoing card I control. If I do, get additional power and destroy a card in my discard pile. So we'll discard Molecular Vibration to get us to 8. And we can destroy a card in our discard pile. We will destroy this weakness. But that 8 power, what do we want to do about that? Okay, 8 power. We will... I mean, Possession's nice because of Superboy. Tim Drake is nice because of very good heroes in our deck. We're going to get Tim Drake. Tim Drake's going to allow us to play some really good heroes more often. New card comes out. Jericho, not a great card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Ooh. Might want to get rid of Demonic Influence. We'll see. What do we want? So it's cost us 5. What do we have in this destroyed pile we could use with Adam? Can get a Crystal Shield back. That's nice. Ooh, or we can get Teen Titans Tower back. New Titans Tower, that's what we want. So we are going to use the Atom to destroy Demonic Influence and get Titans Tower. And that's going to be out here. Okay. Now we're going to use Garfield Logan and say that Solstice is a superpower. So that's 1 and draw a card. And because there's 2 superpowers, that's 2 and draw another card. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I can put whatever I buy on top of my deck. Can I do anything to get another power? I can. We're going to use Azarath to put a card of cost 4 or less into our hand. Trying to see if I've got one that can destroy a card at the same time. We do. With, where is she? Where's Rage Blood? 10, 11, and I can destroy a card of cost 0. So I've got a punch there, but do I have any more weaknesses in here? Gotta have another. Oh, there's no more weaknesses in my. Man, okay. Well, goodbye to this punch then. They're probably all still in there. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Still have 4 weaknesses. There's none in my discard pile? Not a single one? I find that hard to believe. I mean, if that's the case, we're going to start destroying other things, you know, that aren't weaknesses. Okay, that's what's going on. We beat Graves. We're moving on. Things are going smoothly now. I'm still going to have a very tiny main deck at the end, but I'm going to win. 2, 3, 4, 5. New card comes out. That's a good card to have. And it is Missing Heroes. When a hero enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must destroy 4 equipment. Okay. Black Adam. We are just going to use Zookeeper to defend against Black Adam. There are no villains out here, so we can do Missing Heroes, which is destroy 4 equipment. What do we got? Flight Wings, that's good. Not doing Power Rings if I can avoid it. Not doing Cybernetic Scrimmistics. Magic Bracers, that's good to go. Ooh, Birdarang, that's a terrible one. Lasso of Lightning's alright. Yeah, I think that's our 4. Flight Wings, Scrimmistics, Magic Bracers, and Birdarang. That's our 4. 4 destroyed. Goodbye to Missing Heroes. Then we're going to say, hey, there we go. 1, 2. That'd be 3 and draw a card then. So we're at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bunch of these. 8 allows me not to beat Black Adam, unfortunately. But we can buy another Cybernetic Enhancement, leaving us with 5 more. And we're going to get Cloak of Raven. I mean, adding superpowers, that's perfect for Superboy. Time to shuffle this discard pile. All right. Things are going good. We're going to win. I'm confident of that. The only question really is how soon? Can we do it in the next 5 turns, for instance? Anything later than that, we're looking at a pretty low score this week. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. Put a Molecular Vibration out. We have 2 superpowers. That is draw 1 and plus 1 power. So that's 1, 2 power. Sorry, 1 power total. Now it's 2 power. 3, 4. Gain a hero from the destroy pile. I'm not going to be using these atoms. But we do get a hero. Is there any heroes in here we want? They'd have to be pretty low on the list, probably. Ooh, Jaime Reyes. Might want him. Well, he's only 2 power. I have the defense cards I need. Miss Martian's pretty good. Bumblebee is useful. Yeah, I think Bumblebee is going to be the answer. Gain Bumblebee. Still have 4 power. Do we want anything with that? We're not going to buy anything with the 4 power, I don't think. Nope. Just moving on to the next turn here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and play Aqualad. Since we played an ongoing card, we can draw a card. Then we'll play Ganthet. We need to get one of each color. We'll get a Bumblebee. We'll get all these cards right here. That's what we're going to get. Alright, we'll put Bumblebee out here. We can gain a hero from the destroy pile. I guess we might as well grab Hammy at this point. You know what? We're not going to play that yet. Just hold on to that for a second. So, we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That'd be 13, 14, 15, 16 against Black Adam. 17, 18. That'd be 19 then, right there, 19. So minus 13 leaves me with 6 left over to buy something. So with that 6 power, we'll go ahead and get... What do we want for our 6 power? We can get something. We'll get Possession. It's 3 power, and with all of Superboy's abilities, it's going to be essentially 4 and draw a card. Vic Stone, that's even better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card here for the new Crisis is 7 Deadly Sins. Put the top 4 cards of the main deck into the lineup. 1, 2. I'm just going to move things over here because this is going to get full. 3 and 4. When a superpower enters the lineup, including the above, each player gains a weakness. 1 superpower came in with energy absorption there, so we do gain a weakness. Your team must destroy 7 cards of different costs from their discard pile. Perfect. Then our new villain is Amazo. He's 3 more for each hero in the lineup. That's good to know. Each player puts a hero from his hand or 2 from his discard pile into the lineup. I have none here. What we're going to do is we're going to put these 2 Atoms out there because they only cost 1, so they're cheap and easy to get back. It's a very full lineup now. This is not pretty. Alright, we will play Molecular Vibration here, so that's +1 and draw a card. Then we'll play Energy Absorption, which is just draw a card and then destroy a card in my hand or discard pile. Oh, just my hand. Okay, well I guess we'll destroy this Punch. So we're at 1 power, 2 of Jericho, 3, 4, 5 with White Lantern Corps, 6, 7, and 8 with this Punch. So with that 8, we're going to say goodbye to Zookeeper. I still have 6 left. I think what we'll do is buy 6 left. We'll buy Bunker and get rid of both Atoms. That'll help us get through 7 Deadly Sins. And then Amazo. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So a new card has to come out. It's not a superpower, so that's not going to affect me so much. I have more than enough superpowers in play, so that's 1 power and draw a card. And we'll put Zookeeper out. And since I played an ongoing card, I can draw a card. So that's 1 and 2, 3, 4. We'll save that for last. 5, 6, 7. Putting an ongoing card from my discard pile into my hand. Do I have any? There is none there. Okay. So that's 7, and then 8, 9, and +1 for each different superpower. 10, 11, 12, 13 power. 13 power. He's threatened by villains. I'm sorry, by heroes. So we'll get Vic Stone. So Vic Stone, 13 minus 7 puts us at 6. You might as well just get Dick Grayson, I guess. You know, I'd rather have Coriander. But, you know what, Dick Grayson's more expensive, so we'll just get rid of it now. Okay. New card comes out. Please don't be a... Okay, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have more than enough there to get +1 and draw a card. Alright. We're going to play Channeling the Emotional Spectrum. That's 2 power. That's enough to buy Gizmo. Now we're going to try and do 7 Deadly Sins before going any further, I think. I'm just going to get stuff out of the way here. I know it's going to be a little messy for a second, but I just need to organize things a little. So we're going to put everything in their cost piles. Just so that we can see, is this even possible right now? I think it's going to be. All right, so I need 7 cards of different costs. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Easy. Okay, so for the zeros, we're going to get rid of a weakness. From the ones, we'll destroy an atom. So that is 2. From twos, yeah, we'll destroy a shapeshift. So that's 3. And here, we'll destroy Jericho. So that's 4. And then in the 4s, we'll get rid of Hawk and Dove. That's 5. And then the 5s, we'll get rid of Lasso of Lightning. That's 6. And then here in the 6s, White Lantern Corps gets destroyed and right back into my discard pile. That is all 7. That is goodbye to 7 Deadly Sins. And then we get to put all this back out and finish playing our turn. Okay, right now we've only played 2 power, which we used to buy Gizmo. All right. 3/4, is this a hero? It is not. And you know what? We'll keep it there. No, we will discard it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, we're going to say this is an equipment with Garth. So that's 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 is more than enough to beat a Mazo, right? Even with these cards out here. Because that's 11 plus 6, that's 17. So that leaves me with 3 left over. And with that 3, we're going to buy nothing. We're just going to move on. Boom. Lots of cards here. In fact, actually, we're going to get rid of Bumblebee so that that 3 becomes 4 and we buy another energy absorption. That's what we're going to do. That makes more sense to me. All right. This is, I know, a really busy ongoing area. That happens with Teen Titans a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you have this defense card here? New card has to come out. And do I have a defense card? I have a defense card in my hand if I need to also. So, our new crisis is Villains in Disguise. Put the top 3 cards in the main deck into the lineup. 1, 2, and 3. When you buy or gain a villain from the lineup, place it in your discard pile instead of destroying it. To beat, you must destroy a villain. Each player must destroy a villain in his hand or discard pile. That's not bad at all, because I've got a Zookeeper in my hand I don't really need. Here's our new villain. You know what? Oh, it's Mr. Freeze. You can't defend against Mr. Freeze. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Just thinking. Okay. Anyway, we're doing fine. So, when you buy or gain a villain from the lineup, place it in your discard pile. Okay, perfect. So this is 1 and draw a card. Because of Superboy, it's actually 2 and draw a card. Get rid of Gizmo. He goes straight to my discard pile. And then we destroy him to get rid of Villains in Disguise. That's perfect. Easy enough. Actually, you know what? Go back. Instead of doing Gizmo there, we'll just destroy Zookeeper right from my hand here. Reason for that is I don't want Zookeeper to last into the next Crisis, because you can't have villains in play when you beat Crisis Necron. So I need to get rid of this Zookeeper. So we're at 1, 2. We're at 0 power. We've played only 1 card. We're gonna play Bumblebee. She can stay out here. What are we at? We're at 2. Put a hero from my discard pile into my hand. Where is it? All right, 6, and I can still play 1 more card. 7, 8, 9. Gain all cards from the lineup with a share name with a card in the destroyed pile. I'm sure there's a few of these. That Shapeshift, that's mine. Anything else? I don't think any of these other ones have. I know there's a Jericho destroyed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a Jericho destroyed. I'm pretty sure I did it recently. Yep, there it is. So that's mine. So that's 9. And now that's 4 cards from hand. Wait, no, that's 5 cards from hand, isn't it? I went too far. I can't do that. I've already played 4 cards this turn. Forgot I played Bumblebee. So that's actually 4 right there. So that's 4, 5, 6. Right? 4, 5, 6. Yes. So with that 6, what can we buy? Oh, let's go ahead and get ourselves Tactile Kinesis. Yes, that's going to do. That's going to do wonders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card comes out. Okay, we're going to play. Not great options here. Well, we have enough heroes here to get 1 and draw a card, so that's good. 2, 3 will destroy this weakness. 4, and I can destroy another card in my discard pile. There's got to be another weakness here somewhere. Looks like there's not, so we'll destroy a punch. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4. I can play 2 more cards. That'll be 5 and draw a card. Up 6, 7. I can destroy another card. Now we're at 7. We've already played all our cards from hand. So we can't play any more cards from hand. We'll play Bumblebee, right? Right? Maybe not. No, we won't play Bumblebee. We'll play Aqualad to get a card of our choice. Costs 5 or less from the discard pile on top of our deck. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Something good has to pop up here. That's the one. Yep. Ooh, or that one. Nope, no, that's the one. Okay, we're going to put Cloak of Raven on top. And we had what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power. With that 7 power, we will gain Tamaran. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card comes out. It's Mammoth. Very well. This is good. Okay, we're going to play some ongoing cards right away. We're going to play Molecular Vibration, Molecular Vibration. Did I do 1, 2, 3, 4? First off, we have enough here, superpowers here to get +1 and draw a card. So that's 1 and draw a card. Then we're going to play both Molecular Vibrations to draw a card. We're going to play Bumblebee. So now we're at 2. Then we're going to play Teen Titans Go, which gets all ongoing cards from the discard pile into my hand. So that is, again, we are at 2, 3, 4 power. Just making sure I get all of them. So many. Perfect. Okay, 4 power. All right, 4, 5, 6, and I can play one more card from hand. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is enough to beat Mr. Freeze. And since Mr. Freeze is gone, we can just keep playing our cards. So that 13 is now another ongoing card here, another ongoing card here, another ongoing card here. Fill up these ongoing cards just everywhere. 14, 15, 16, 17, and draw a card. 18, 19, we can discard a card in order, and discard an ongoing card to destroy a card in my hand or discard pile. We'll discard one of these bumblebees to destroy this weakness in my hand. Another molecular vibration, quite a few of those. And then a bunch of power from Cloak of Raven that I can't use right now. With all that power, well, that's enough to beat Mammoth, which I should have done first. Oh, wait, no, there was no Crisis, so I could have done Mammoth now, no problem. And anything else I want to do with that? I don't think so. I don't see any reason to push it further. Okay, let's go ahead and shuffle up this discard pile. We have a massive amount of ongoing cards going into Crisis Necron and whatever this next Crisis is. I don't remember which one's left. There's so many. There's so many I can never remember. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we go. It's a pretty good hand. Here we go. Manhunter Invasion. When a villain enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. You must destroy 4 heroes. Okay. That's possible. It is possible. And then Crisis Necron. He reads, each player must defeat his own supervillain. Necron cannot be defeated while a villain is in play or in the lineup. Okay. So we have to, each player puts a random supervillain defeated this game in front of him and resolves his attack against himself. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We got this random stack of supervillains. We're going to go ahead and shuffle that up and get ourselves a random one. And in front of him in the line resolves his attack against himself. So this villain here is Graves. Graves gets the 2 highest attack cards from the blah blah blah. We know what those are already. They are right next to each other here. They are Black Lantern, Martian Manhunter, and Match. We're going to use Zookeeper to defend against Martian Manhunter. Yep, that's taken care of. And then Match, gain control of each ongoing card that foe controls at the end of your turn. Return each still in play to that foe. So my ongoing cards go away and then come back, I guess, so they're fine. Perfect. Okay. Here's my thought process. My thought process is using up all of my ongoing cards in order to draw a lot of cards, beat Graves very fast, and get heroes into my discard pile to contribute to Manhunter Invasion. So we're just going to go all out. We are already at enough superpowers to get +1 and draw a card. So that's 1 and draw a card. Then we are going to draw 1, 2, 3 cards. 2, 3 cards. Okay. We get another power here from Bumblebee. So that's now 2. Whew. Okay. Okay. We're going to play this Blood Rage. So that's 3-4, and I can destroy this punch in my hand. 5 and draw a card. 6, and I'll destroy another punch in my hand. You know what? No. Instead, I'm going to destroy... No, I have to destroy a punch, right? Oh, no, it doesn't have to be a 0 cost. So goodbye to Zookeeper. So again, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power so far. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. With that 14, I get to count superpowers, so that is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19's more than enough to beat Graves. Still have 9 left over, plus the ability to use Ganthet, and we will use Ganthet to get these 2 back and put them out here, Molecular Vibration and Bumblebee. So 19 power, minus 10 leaves us with 9. That 9 power, we will do probably nothing with it, honestly, unless it destroys cards, which it doesn't. We're just going to say goodbye to that turn. Get our new card out here. It is a villain, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When a villain enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Now, to beat Manhunter Invasion, your team must destroy 4 heroes from hand, but from discard pile in this situation because we are playing single player. We'll use all 4 power. Actually, first off, we have enough superpowers out to get 1 power and draw a card. Boom. Then put a hero from my discard pile into my put a hero from your discard pile into your hand. Perfect. Then gain an equipment from the lineup. I guess we might as well gain... Oh, we'll get Silent Armor. So that's played. Then we can gain a card of each color. Just making sure I have all the colors covered here. There we go. Perfect. So again, we are at what? What are we at power-wise? We're at 1 power. Draw a card. 2, we can destroy this weakness in our hand. 3, 4, 5, goodbye Lady Vic. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Are you a hero? You are. Get another ongoing card out here. 18, 19, 20, 21. And the Atom I'm not going to do anything with. So 21 is going to be the end of that turn. That's going to be that. I think I'll buy Arsenal. And I'll buy Jericho. And I'll buy Coriander. Why? Because they are heroes I can contribute to Manhunter Invasion. New card comes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Before we even start this turn, I'm going to go ahead and destroy, what was it? 4 heroes. So, buy Jericho, buy Arsenal, buy Adam. That's 3. And the 4th one's, you know what? We'll make the 4th one probably White Lantern Corps just to make it easy on ourselves. Yep, White Lantern Corps it is, so that White Lantern Corps doesn't actually get destroyed, just goes right back into our discard pile. That's fine by me. That's goodbye Manhunter Invasion. We will play Energy Absorption. That means we can draw a card and then destroy one in our hand. We're going to destroy Gizmo. We have enough superpowers to get +1 and draw a card. 2, draw a card. 3, draw a card. 4, 5, destroy this weakness. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 when I discard Bumblebee. Draw 2 cards here. 1, 2, 13, and then draw a card for each ongoing card I control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Put an equipment from my discard pile on top of my deck. There we go. Dropped a card. Don't want to lose that. We decided to put Cloak of Raven over there. Put that ongoing card out there. Play that. 18. Oh, anything else I can play? Yeah, we can play this one to get a card of cost 4 or less into our hand. Yeah, I've won. It's very clear. I just want to see how hard I won. I like seeing that. Okay, we're going to get this in our hand, so that's 19 and draw a card. Put all ongoing cards into my hand. So that's 21, bunch of ongoing cards. Put them out there. Boom, 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 boom. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 31, 32, 33, 33 there, yep. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44 power. I could go further. Let's do it. 45, 46. Draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. We can discard a card to get another card, making it 58 power this turn. Far more than enough to beat Crisis Necron. We did it. A very difficult start with that. Which Crisis was that? You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Corrupted Companion. It came out incredibly early and really screwed us over. But after all that, I think we got rid of all the weakness cards. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 cards there means I have one more weakness here somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's got to be my discard pile somewhere. No, it's not. Maybe it didn't come out of the box, or maybe it just got into destroy pile on accident. Either way, fantastic. I'd much rather have a close game like this than some of the other ones that have been really obvious victories. Additionally, a lot of fun. If you enjoyed this, if you want to look more into it, there's a link below to learn about the Solo Crisis League. Solo Crisis League takes this win-lose co-op game and says, how well did you win, or how badly did you lose, by ranking you on measurable metrics, such as the size of the main deck at the end, which I didn't do so well at, the villains defeated at the end, which, that was alright for me, and things of that nature. Number of weaknesses in the deck, for instance. So, I hope you enjoyed. I had a great time. If you like the game mat, which is very full right now, but I swear there's a game mat under there, I actually make it. You can find it on my Etsy store in the link below. If you have any questions, let me know. And I will see you later this week as I do my second attempt for the final round of this season of the Solo Crisis League. So Season 2, Round 5, second attempt, probably Tuesday or Wednesday night. So I'll see you then. Thanks. Have a good night.